Y'all know me, Sir Khemis. This is Extraordinary Talk.
Welcome to Brooklyn, baby. Home of the Brooklyn Nets. New York, baby. Home of the New York Knicks. I'm here with Khemis the Genius. Here we go.
Right. That's all they know is snitch. You talk to a cop, you a snitch. Period.
So, yeah,
that's all that is labeled as. So all this cops talk to the kids, cops want to go to the kid, make sure the kid good. That would never happen. That ain't never just a dream.
Okay, so I respect that. I totally respect that. So how about we have a team of people talk to the youth then?
Only way that you be able to do that is like what Shah said. Them Big Brother, Big Sister programs, that helped a lot of young youths. A lot. You got a lot of young youths right now that probably went through the programs that's actually somewhere right now. Yeah. That's actually got something good going on. So when you don't have a big brother or a big sister at home, only thing you can turn to is the streets. Because if your brother's in jail, your brother moved, your sister moved, somebody that moved, they either moved or in jail somewhere.
Facts. And
you growing up now. Only thing you got is the streets.
Yeah.
They ain't around. They can't talk to you. Can't turn to them. They got lives. They got kids. They doing things with their children. You can't go see them because you're too busy caught up in the streets. They don't want no dealings with you.
So their big brother gonna be that hustler on the side.
So only person that's gonna be their brother is the streets.
Yeah.
So when you got these programs, they got somebody they can open up to and talk to and let them know how they feel. Let them know what's really going on inside. It'll be a lot more understanding in the hood because you got some of these kids that can actually go to these programs and take what they learn and go back to the hood and teach the same kids that they be around without even have to go into these programs. But just be around them like, yo, son, you know what? Really, that shit ain't necessary. And you got some kids that need to hear that. When they hear that, they think about it like...
It's all about influence.
It really ain't necessary, but I don't have to react. You don't have to react to everything. But it's... The youth now, they react to everything. If it's not fashion, if it's not girls, if it's not weed money, drug money, neighborhoods, territory, gangs, whatever, it's not about nothing.
It's not important.
The older adults, they did it. They went through it, grew up with it, came to the hood. Now some of them's coming home, still with the stupid mentality, still coming home, don't know technology, don't know nothing. Only thing they know is rob, steal, shoot, kill. That's all they know.
Yeah, so they gonna influence these little niggas. They ain't got no programs and nothing to go to.
None of that. They ain't got none of that. They coming home and showing these little niggas like, yo, son, what? Who got it? You got older dudes that still come home. Who got it? Point me to that nigga. Who got it? Oh, these little niggas out here wilding like this? Yo, the fuck y'all little niggas in? One of them, that's how they gonna go upon it. One of them little niggas gonna be like, who the fuck are you? Not knowing that this dude has a history, but they don't care because they got a history.
That's right.
They got a pistol history out here. Little 15, 16 years old, they got pistol histories out here. You know how many guns they be wiping up in the streets? You know these guns these kids is killing each other with? Big ass fucking guns, man. And you thinking like these little kids can't get hold of these?
Yeah.
They don't care.
Yeah.
They don't care. They have no guidance. When you don't have no guidance, you don't care. There's nothing for you to care for. Only thing you care for is clothes. Your broads, your weed, popping bottles, go to the clubs. That's all they care for. Drive little cars, swipe game, all that shit. It's a whole different era now.
You think social media is part of
social media is the #1 thing to everything that goes on in the streets. Social media gets everybody killed, gets a different child killed. Every day.
I agree.
Every 3 hours a day, it's another kid dead. Trust me. Now challenge that. I'm telling you. Every 3 hours a day, somebody gets killed.
Yeah, bullied them. Some dumb shit.
You could check the news from Monday through Sunday. A body a drop a day. In every neighborhood in Brooklyn, a body will drop a day. That's all they live for. So
Well,
cops ain't gonna help. Cops ain't.
Social.
Cops ain't.
Facebook famous.
All of it. Cops not gonna help. You know what cops is doing?
Facebook famous, you're a problem.
You know what they do? They sit back and look at Facebook, look at Instagram. They got people that are just like us that sit back and does this. They get paid for just monitoring Facebook and Instagram, Twitter. They get paid to do that.
Yeah.
But question, I mean, to elaborate on that. Okay, you're saying with the cops and everything like that. So you don't think it's like how's your opinion about it? Do you think it's going to change, or is it going to be like if we fix it? Like say for instance, we come up with a solution, and somebody looks at this and like, oh, this is great. All right, cool. Somebody goes on. Do you think it would change the situation for the police?
Only people that could change is themselves.
Okay.
They can only change themselves, man. They can only get tired of what they doing.
I think
You can't.
You're making changes.
You can try as hard as you can. You can try a lot. You can put if they like what's that?
He's the voice. He says this is what the mayor says.
Nobody's respecting De Blasio right now.
Well,
I'm sorry, and it's the truth.
Nobody got no respect for this
It's the
dude
truth.
right now, man.
It's not gonna happen.
But guess what? They respected Giuliani.
Giuliani was from
They respected Giuliani.
Yeah.
The only reason why
But Giuliani, first off, Giuliani gave Al Sharpton no kind of respect. He shitted on Al Sharpton. Every situation, I don't want to have Al Sharpton. Every situation. Now, the man now, everything that Al Sharpton says, they like glued to hear what he want to say because
he's a person about fixing the
because
problem.
Al Sharpton pretty much is a part of the reason that got our new man in his spot now.
Yeah, but still, I mean, even though in his case, in De Blasio case, he's trying to fix a lot of things that Bloomberg still owns. You know what I'm saying? And nobody doesn't know that. They look at it like, well,
just like they put Obama there, he's trying to fix up the
messed up
patches from the last president.
You know what I mean? So it's like, it's only like, you know, for instance, I'll just use this as an example. Like, what the board had, like, they basically, the teachers had a 5-year, didn't get no raises, and they end up getting the raises, and then now they cut backs on the programs. So you're like, wait a minute, you gave me a raise, but you're gonna cut back on the program. Now the kids are gonna be dumber. Yeah. So then they looking at De Blasio, yo, but not realizing the first time the mayor came in, I'm buying the board of ed.
There's me, Bullet.
Well, he doesn't have no control. He brought the board of ed. What he did is with the same things.
All right, cool.
I'll put it out there. Same thing Germany did way back in the days. You buy the education, same thing Hitler did. Buy the education, you change it around, and you in control of it.
But he created more charter schools, and I think.
But that was to destroy the board of ed.
I'm not saying, but I will say this: the structure of a charter school is the best structure.
It's a fact, but how many parents can really afford a charter school?
No, they're free.
They're free, but here's the cost.
They're free, but the thing is that
I thought a lot of charter schools.
The thing is, my daughter went to charter school from elementary school, and a lot of when they have every parent has to come for every orientation every year, and I'm sitting with Hispanics and African American parents in there, and the school ends at 4. It's from 7:30. You cannot get there no later than 7:45 to 4 o'clock every day. Parents is like this, 4 o'clock. They in there all day. Why are they staying there so? Oh, I don't think my daughter going to
charter school. My son's in charter school right across the
and I didn't understand if they go to work, it's the same amount of hours they're being taught to have to be involved with something for a day.
And the teachers is more, and see, with the charter schools, what I like about my son's school, the teachers is actually into the students.
They are.
Like, you know, they're really into your work. They
One
make
day
sure,
out,
like, you know, you got some teachers that are just getting your work and that's it. They sit at their desk and they just do what they do. You got the teachers in there, they actually give you your work and they walk around. I mean, make sure if you need a little bit of help, they help you out here. They make sure you focus on if you have any trouble with it. They make sure you're good. See, that's why they. Coming back to what you were saying about this whole parenting, the whole destruction, everything going on in these neighborhoods, they need a program to where they can bring the parents and the children together and talk. I mean, to find out what's the problem at home, to find out what's the communication problem at home with each other, because that's the problem. You understand? It's not the streets. It's really what goes on at home. Now, I mean, because you got children that, you know, you got some of these kids, man, that go outside and talk to their friends and tell their friends, like, yo, son, man, I wish I could communicate more with my moms or my pops and all this and the third. You got kids that really go through this shit, and that's why some of them really stick together, because that's all they know. Like,
they know each
like
other,
we know each other,
yeah,
so we know that we here for each other.
Yeah.
We both going through the same problem. So not every kid out here is fucked up, but you got some of these kids that get around some of these other kids or some of these older adults and just get influenced from it, like, yeah, this is all this what it is, fuck it, you know, let's get this money, they'll kill that dude or shoot at him, and then they think about it, because what really hurts them, when that trigger go off, when that trigger go off, you think they sleep good? Hell no.
It ain't grand theft.
They ain't sleeping good.
Niggas said this ain't Call of Duty.
They ain't sleeping good at all, because how they sleeping? Like this, every night.
They not sleep. What it is.
They up every night.
Yeah.
Every night. They up, walking outside the street, hood on. Can't go here, can't go there. Don't know if they coming back for you, the police coming for you. Those are two things you worried about. So if you're going to live your life with looking over your shoulder every day of the week, then that's the shoes you're going to put in. So squeeze your foot in the motherfuckers. So if you have more programs that the parents, if they pull out a program to where the parents and the children can get together, I think that'll probably change a lot, because it'll probably pull less kids off the streets, because they probably want to do more with their parents.
And they'll be able to respect the office, to respect their higher being. That's all
because they'll be able to do, because, you know, think about it, because you got some, because you got some people that, some of these kids that grow up and their parents saying, well, so that's like a real thing too. Now, I mean, you don't want to be the one around all your boys and you know, you the one that's looking halfway. Now, I mean, and you know that your household ain't too good. So that's another thing that influences them, want to go outside and get and take and want to fit in with everybody else. In order to fit in with everybody else, the best thing you always do is be yourself.
That's right.
But they can't
regardless of how they fit, because it's an image to keep up. It's an image.
They don't know how to be themselves because their parents ain't even trying to be themselves.
I mean, that's why it's an image that everybody tries to keep up with.
Trying to keep up with Love and Hip Hop.
They're trying to keep up with everything. Love and Hip Hop. They gotta, you know, be Joneses. It's like, I'll use my daughter for instance. Like when she started school and everything, and she had a friend, and she was like, you know, just started school and everything. She didn't realize, because I'm from a two-parent household, so she looking like, oh yeah, my friend got a mommy and daddy and everything, but she realized a lot of her friends don't. And she's like, why is that, daddy? And I broke it down to her. Then, you know, got to that time, she get a little iPad and everything. Her friends like, yo, why you wasn't in a pad? And then she's like, yeah, because my daddy loved me. That's what my mommy loved me, you know what I mean? But at the same time, I told her, I said, yo, I never had this opportunity of anybody giving me anything like that. And she said, what you mean? I said, my pops was an a-hole. You know what I'm saying? He didn't give me shit even if I did well. So I was like, okay, I'm showing you this is your way of working. When you work hard in life, you get what you want. Prove yourself. But they don't have parents like that. Some parents know the kid does crazy bad. And I know a few parents like that. Know the kid does crazy bad, man. And buy them $300 Jordan. You're like, what? That nigga fucking...
I mean,
he ain't even going to school. He's wearing the Jordans on the corner.
You know, that is... Because you got... It's not... It's crazy. That's, you know, that's backwards.
Yeah, like you're supposed to be like,
it is backwards. Your kid do bad, you still congratulate them by getting them something. That is backwards, but then you got the parent that's just the parent that just keep themselves clean. So they just like to keep themselves fresh. They keep their kid fresh. It's just a routine.
And then you got the good parents that are trying to discipline the kid, but show them right from wrong. But you got the kid that's still rebellious out here, and those are the kids that you're talking about that's just loose and wild. That, you know what I mean?
There's no rules. There's no medium ground. You know what I mean? So it's like
no medium, right?
So let me ask you something. I was thinking. So y'all don't think that the man can fix this problem?
No.
Obama can't even fix it.
No. He came back with the man.
He said, let me ask you something.
The man got
shit to do with the house. Look at this. Somebody look at this. Oh, let me ask y'all something. The man can't fix this. The man can't fix this.
All right, make sure you edit that. Yeah, I'm like, oh,
I am not.
Sir.
Of any...
He said, what?
Listen, I am not trying to cause that much problem. We're just trying to fix the situation of problems.
Okay, what I'm trying to say is that your man now, he just
forgets.
He just listens to what Al Sharpton says.
No, that's not.
Who, de Blasio?
Okay, that's my opinion.
Well, maybe when it comes to the urban situations, maybe, because Al Sharpton is more deeply enrooted with the hood and the community, so I'm sure he gets his advice on that from
Me personally, I think Sharpton is
the Blasio. I'm sure don't know nothing about him.
Me personally, I think.
Well, he has an African American son.
Oh yeah.
So.
Oh, that's because he was no flags. De Blasio.
Wait.
De Blasio. De Blasio.
The point is, I feel to me, Sharpton to me, and I don't know the man personally, but I never liked his movements because it's always like when the kettle goes.
I feel the same way too. That's why I'm
put Sharpton there, he's gonna
I'm not saying that. I can't. What I want to say about.
I just think
I'm not gonna say about.
I think
I'm gonna keep that shit off record. Cause listen,
I think you cool the camera down.
He's about money.
That's
off record.
I ain't got nothing to say. You know.
Make sure that's off record. But off record,
I got it.
man, I gotta edit a lot of shit here. Al Sharpton is about money.
He's a puppet.
That's it. He's about money. His organization is about bread.
Because you know why he's about money now? Because he did the struggle. He been through the struggle when he was doing it for free. He put in mad voluntary work. He done put in mad work, so now it's about that bread, dog.
For sure.
Damn!
Because them niggas will pull up in front of like,
come on, like,
hey, guy, let me take you out for lunch.
You got that footage?
You got that
footage? Yeah, but overall, like I said, when it comes to the police, I just look at it like, the Zimmerman case, and then the fact that de Blasio went and spoke about it, it was like a warning sign. You know what I mean? It could be a warning sign towards him too. You know what I mean? So it's like, it was like, because you got a black son, you got a black wife, you think this can't happen to you? It could be that type of thing too. We don't know. You know what I mean? We're looking at it as like, in a different perspective, but the fact he went and stopped and frisk, he's like, wait, man, he's making moves, and he's one of them people that's like, what's the word they use? They call Obama. I forgot the term they use for him. Oh man, but basically, not a bad term, not a bad term. I'm just saying in the term of like, he's a person that rebels. You know what I mean? He's not gonna listen to nobody tell him what he's gonna do. But I mean, so far so good right now. I don't know what's going on. Other than that, I'm saying right now, it's at a time that this could go left. And I'm not even going to display that. But I'm saying we need to fix this situation because it's going on from state to state to state. It's not only in Brooklyn, it's all over states. So we need to fix this situation before it gets worse. Because if we don't, it could happen to one of all of us. You know what I mean? And the fact of the matter, what we were talking about earlier before the cameras was out, is like, like Dinero was saying, basically, you're taking somebody out from a neighborhood that's like a regular, live a regular life, probably don't even associate with us. And then you put him in a situation in the jungle when he's used to a regular park.
Well, that's why I said the mayor.
You know what? Let's put it like this. I see what he's going.
You know what I mean? Like,
it's not gonna be that.
The cops, what you're trying to say is the cops need a day in the life.
Yeah. You
give the cops a day in the life in the wildest, baddest neighborhoods in Brooklyn.
That's not.
Which would never happen.
That's not.
But it'll give them a different outlook. You understand? It'll put them in the people's shoes,
right,
and turn it around. So now you get to be looked at as a civilian. Now we're gonna see how cops. We're gonna put you in a neighborhood to where these cops don't know you're a cop.
Right.
And we're gonna see how you react to this. You understand? Now, when they put them in the neighborhood, so the cops don't know they're cops or nothing, put them in the projects, let them roam around the projects, hang out, sit on the bench, and walk around the hood on all this shit, and watch how it goes down.
I think straight up they should just.
I think it's gonna happen?
They doing
There's
that
gonna be
shit
more
with the
shooters
cops,
do that.
man. They should, like he said earlier,
Nah.
they should
You know
have
why
the
there's gonna be more shooters doing that? You know why there's gonna be more shooters doing that?
like nah.
Because the cops gonna fall back from the neighborhoods. They're gonna think
I'm
these
just
kids
saying,
ain't
if
doing
they
nothing.
from
Nah, what you talking about is undercover cops. Putting the undercover cops now with hoodies, not identify themselves as being regular.
No, they're not.
That's
No, they're not.
He's talking about cops in general, like just
Regular cops.
Right.
You put a cop in a neighborhood that they don't know that this cop that neighborhood don't know that this man is a cop.
Okay, it's undercover.
However you want, but he's a civilian.
He's a regular
Put him in civilian. He's a regular civilian.
No
He's an
doubt.
off-duty cop, regular civilian
Right.
cop.
Uh-huh.
Now he's out here
Right.
in the neighborhood mingling.
Right.
So now as you mingling,
Uh-huh.
you being terrorized by the police, not the neighborhood. You looking how the police terrorize the community. How these cops, some bad cops, run around terrorizing this
They know
community.
what they doing.
That's why
Those
these
cops
kids
know what they
that-
doing.
exactly.
You know
That's
what
why
I'm
these
saying?
kids do the shit that they do. Because the cops is running around out here terrorizing people for no reason. Because they ain't got nothing better to do. How many times you catch cops riding around leaning with their seats leaning, on their phone texting, probably pulled over trying to holler at a chick? How many times you catch that? On the radio, bullshitting, talking through the radio, riding through the
Sirens
neighborhood.
on for no
Got the
reason.
sirens on for no reason. How many times you
Donuts.
catch this? So you mean to tell me that these kids don't, why should they respect half of them? They don't respect us. They do shit for no fucking reason. So we're gonna act the way we act. But at the same time, it's not setting no examples for either way.
I don't think we act the way we act because of cops, to be honest with you.
Really?
Nope.
Really?
Why do you think that? Why you
Nah,
think
niggas
that?
act like that at a basketball
I
game.
think
Like, it's mandatory.
I think no, all those things you just said do
No,
happen.
major factors for sure.
I think we act the way we act just for a name. Just to be him. Be a head crip, a head blood, or be a part of the gang, wanna hustle,
deeper than that,
wanna
man.
make money, wanna act crazy,
You know what?
they wanna turn up.
They don't
You
do
know
it.
what?
How Cam said and paid him for?
They don't do it for
Yo,
this.
B, everybody want to be that guy just because, B. Feel me?
You know
So
what?
everybody want to pop off and shit.
You want anybody? You want anybody else in your pussy hole? You territorial about that, right?
Yeah.
That's how it is. Everybody's territorial.
Wow.
Everybody.
We
So if you don't want nobody in your circle, you don't want nobody doing anything around where you do you're gonna run your whole shit the way you want it ran. That's what goes on out here. Everywhere.
It's crazy, man.
Everybody's territorial. It ain't got nothing to do with a blood, a crib, a Latin king, a Yeta, none of that. MS-13, none of that. They don't have nothing to do with any of them, any of it. It's territorial. Everybody's territorial. You got people that take family legacies and run with that shit.
That's right. That is so true.
Yeah.
Out
That is
here,
so
Brooklyn, you
true.
got so many families that have legacies out here. Kids growing up in the nephew, nieces, cousins, aunts, uncles, everything. They have kids. These kids grow up in the neighborhood. Your aunt, uncle, somebody known in the neighborhood. They respect your aunt or uncle. Your aunt or uncle had a handle. They respect it. They was probably known for the handle, known for the drug game. Either or. That's how that shit goes. So these kids run with this shit.
They do.
And when they run with it, they not knowing that, look, this ain't the back of them days. Right. But then you got some of these old heads tell them, like, yo, your parents and all that shit was out here, but they wasn't on it like that. They wasn't out here bugging out like that. You need to relax yourself. You're doing too much. But some of these kids don't like to be chastised. They don't like to be told anything. They don't like for nobody to come up on them like, yo, I know your moms, man. You know, if your mom's out here seeing you doing this shit, your mom's been to bust your ass, man. You don't need to be out here doing this shit. Ain't no more of that,
Just
man.
a little bit, not too much.
So how we gonna fix this problem?
They can't be fixed. They gotta fix themselves, man.
Who gotta fix that youth?
These kids, they gotta fix themselves, man.
Us,
when they
us,
get, when
us
we,
and
only thing we can do is try.
And God.
And the only thing they
That's
can
it,
do
yeah.
is walk in God's hands and hope, make sure that God
Wanted or not,
want to
yeah.
see them do right, man. Because they're gonna get sick and tired of killing each other. They're gonna get tired of going to funerals.
When
They're gonna get tired of going to jail. It's gonna take for a little crew. It's gonna take a little crew of dudes that's running around getting loose. One or two of their men's gonna get popped in front of them. They're gonna lose it.
In the meantime, talk to your kids.
That's right.
So that's all you gotta do, man. Don't make your kid. Never make your kid ever feel unloved.
And I don't get tired of it.
Never make sure. Always make sure your kids always feel wanted at any given time. Make sure they feel wanted. Make sure they love. Because when you know your kid is loved and your child know that love is genuine from their parent, they go outside with a straight head.
Yep.
They don't think about nothing else.
Yep.
Only thing they think about is coming home, school, whatever they do after that. When your kid feel less than what goes on, you know, they start turning to other things, man.
It's a fact. And that's the thing about how they get influenced when they ain't getting enough at home. You know what I'm saying?
That shit is
love or something.
Granted, man.
When they ain't getting enough, or probably they want more or whatever, you know what I mean? They going out there getting that love outside, you know what I mean? That's where they join the gangs and all that craziness.
That's their family now. That's their family. That's their new family.
For each other.
You know
We
what I mean?
doing this
But
today.
The problem is we don't have it like back in the days. Not to cut you, but like back in the days, like see how we talking right now, and you see what he's saying. He's like, we don't have it like back in the days when you had a 5% on the block.
Word,
You feel me? A man from Nation of Islam, and you're like, dude, I'm coming from Toronto.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? My pants up to head, dog.
I
You see
came
what you
out
said?
here to enlighten you.
I don't know if anybody's seen it. I seen something on
And
Facebook.
that used to happen.
So where they had some hood dudes, and it was some real genuine hood dudes, and there was a little kid out there. They know the kid parents. The little kid loose in the hood. Moms couldn't control him no more, no nothing. She just turned to the hood like, "Yo, could y'all please?" Yo, these dudes grabbed little man, whooped his ass. Belt, took the belt off, started beating him. Bow, 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 bow. Sent his little ass home. That little boy and that went back out there did nothing again.
I wish I would have seen that.
Sent his ass home like he never went out there and did anything.
That's the meaning of it takes a village.
That's
It
right.
takes, you know, some if it.
I've seen that. They put on Facebook. Matter of fact, they hung him up and put him on the gate. That one.
Exactly.
You seen that one? They hung his drawers up and put his ass
right on the gate.
This is what we do to badass kids out here running around the street.
It's better them than the cops, you know?
Right.
It's better for them to have
I mean, but then you got some of
But it
these
was
kids.
like that when we was coming up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Word.
Generally,
It was like that. Niggas would put the beats on
If
you.
you didn't know
You stole out the store and
right
before your moms would catch you. And they'll tell your moms,
Bring it to mom. Yeah, yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Your son got caught.
Then we have another
Yeah.
problem. The problem we have now, I really think, is really hard to fix. Even though we're talking about, you know, program and stuff like that, we have to find a way. I don't know. Only God can fix this problem, because you have one kid lost his best friend from a shooting that happened 2 years ago in our same neighborhood, and then you know the retaliation happened, and it's back and forth, and it's a lot of that. So much different situations of.
He ain't get no counseling.
It's like it's crazy. Like you got, like in other words, you have this person killed that one cousin. You got that one killed his brother, and you got that one father killed somebody 10 years ago. This one went away. He come home. So it's like, how do you stop?
How does it stop?
How do you stop guns?
A shooter stops a shooter.
It's not. It's not.
You understand that?
It ain't no such thing as
Nah, but
stopping
blood is being
guns.
drawn.
A shooter stops a shooter. You know how a shooter stops a shooter?
Nah.
Because once you
Respect.
shoot, once you that shooter and he that shooter, one of y'all drop, shit gets calm.
For a little bit.
For a little bit.
Yeah.
Until somebody else
To that
want to
next
step
shooter.
up
Yeah.
and want to be that next shooter.
Yeah.
Guns ain't gonna stop like violence ain't gonna stop.
Shit.
All
So
that
it's
shit is
not-
forever. That
it's
shit is
not
actually-
stopping,
They
man.
actually
Like-
invest in these things. Right? Like, yo, we need this.
This shit
You know
ain't
what I mean? So it
stopping,
ain't gonna
man.
stop. You know what I mean? And the fuck up I don't know. It's to keep them dumb and thinking like
The
how they
streets,
thinking
yeah.
now. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, all I care about is the new Jordans that come out on Saturday and shit like that. Or the ignorance. It's like we at that time right now with the kids. It's like, you know what I mean? Like they embrace ignorance. It's so easy to grab that than some real shit. You know what I mean?
Some don't even know who God is.
You got a lot of
Some
evidence.
of them don't even care who
Talked about a whole
all they
bunch
care
of
about
shit.
is them Jordans that's coming out on Friday.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And updating they, you know what I mean? They shit like that. Like when kids, man, come on.
Oh, all right.
These kids could be on Twitter in school now. You know what I'm saying? They
Yeah.
wasn't even like that back
No,
then. So you
sir.
think they paying attention?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They not.
Well,
We ain't do that. You know what I'm saying? When we was
Cutting.
growing up, come on, man.
Gentlemen.
I used to have to run home to get the phone call. Now you got you got to stand right. You know what I mean? You got
I
it
agree
all
with
right
him.
there.
I agree that we need a big brother, big sister program.
man, that's
and
major.
I think that the more we speak about it and the more people we get involved, it will be It would be something at least to get, if we can get one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like even if we want a bigger picture, let's start with one.
Right. Exactly.
And put that one in there and let him get another one.
Yeah.
And then him get another one. And then him get another one.
Let them walk through the hoods, bring them through the hoods, you know what I'm saying? We need that brother and sister, they need to like spread their words through the hood like how they used to do. Knock on these doors, yo, you got children, whatever, you know, this is what we doing. We got this, a community center going down, we can bring them on in, you know what I mean? And this is what we doing. We help them with their homework, we enlighten them, we get them knowledge, you know what I'm saying? We show them craft, basketball, whatever. You know
Everybody
what I mean?
has a skill.
That's
you
what
have
the
a
kids
skill,
need.
you have a skill, you have a skill, you have a skill, I have a skill.
Find out what it is and
if
put it
you
all
have a
together.
skill and that one day be Monday, you may teach them something. And Tuesday you may teach them something. And you know, and go
each one teach one.
Yeah. And that's the only way it's gonna happen. It has to be structured. It has to be organized.
Yeah.
But the people gotta want to do this, you know what I'm saying? Like
we have to. It's not a one anymore because we're losing these kids to these officers.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And it's not just black and white officers, it's just police brutality, period.
Yeah.
Period.
State that. Yeah. Overall, you see what we came down to. So, y'all think about it. It's one thing for everybody to speak on something. The main thing is making the action. So, we all got to make action here. I like to thank everybody being a part of this. You know, because it's time, man. This could get worse, and it don't need to get worse. You know what I mean? So, put y'all opinions on the page as well, man. Don't be scared, man. I ain't gonna bite you. Well, I'll answer back. You know what I'm saying? We all cool. We all cool. You want to talk to my man over here, Mr. Mellow over here? You know, Mellow Da Boss. The rest of them, put your comments. Leave a comment. We all cool with that.
Comment back. You know what I'm saying? We comment back.
The goal is to keep everything positive on a light note, and that's it. You know, realize to yourself. You know, so that's Extraordinary Talk. I thank you for tuning in, and let's change, man. Let's change. You know, we're going in from 2014
to 15.
Like, you're gonna be a parent one day.
I think these kids also need to say, I am Martin Luther King. I am Malcolm X. I am Medgar Evers.
I am somebody.
I am somebody.
Be the leader of it, you know, lead by example. You know what I'm saying? And leave those behind. That's it.
Word.
One.
Facts.
Salute to your future.
Check out that music, not about.
Word up.
If Dante wasn't your son, he'd be a candidate for a chokehold.
Community and religious leaders upset about the death of Eric Garner in police custody, demanding wholesale changes in NYPD tactics. CBS 2 political reporter Marsha Kramer has the story.
Why do you do this to people? Let's go. How? You're here to protect them. You're here to protect us. Protect us. Why are you hurting U.S. citizens? This is the United States of America. Why are you hurting people? If you want to go kill and hurt people, go to Iraq. Why are you hurting U.S. citizens? Why? What sense does it make? Do you get honor out of this? Do you get honor out of hitting people with batons? Is that what you get? Let's go. Why are you doing this?
Living in foul environments with young thugs push drugs, whips and cabbages, court cases for young felons, 14 years old facing the sentence for living in foul environments. The government wants the ghetto to remain silent. They wonder why so much violence. We living in foul environments. From the streets to the pens, it's foul. Living in foul environments.
You don't wanna run into us, we got pokers, we got shooters. Got the roofers, got the doofus. No Versace, they Medusas. We golly, they want the nooses. Put us on wooden crosses, but petrified of the forces. Really, they wouldn't cross us. You should've been in abortion. They have to build precaution. Should've been in an orphanage, getting raped as an orphan. Put you in that, torturing on that cold floor pen. Starving, exhausted, 4x10 a hard bed. Pow, pow. Car sped off, gun smoking, let off. Pow, down. Bitch, get off as soon as a nigga get off. I got fortunes on my mind. torches and Porsches behind. Makes me nauseous still to find myself pushing nickels and dimes. Dubs, 50s and quotas, the kids in the suburb quotas, but never know how we grow up. Little nigga, watch what you throw up, cause bullets will make you throw up your blood in that quota water. Them coconuts that you had ordered, this infantry on the forefront.
Living in foul environments with young thugs push drugs, whips and cabbages, court cases for young felons, 14 years old facing the sentence for living in foul environments. The government wants the ghetto to remain silent. They wonder why so much violence. We living in foul environments. From the streets to the pens is foul. Living in foul environments. Young, it had to be like 14 or 15. Had a daily scheme running cribs, leave the shit clean. Never like school, he cut daily. Lounging at the park with the elder spark and kept his eyes out for the knocks. Moms was an addict, really didn't know his pop. Streets was his daddy, told him everything you know about. You know how to cook the work, pack it up and put it out. The war, empty out the clip, you get caught, close your mouth. Rats running around cheesing, no loyalty, they snitching on their homies for their freedom. You can't trust niggas you be with, niggas you eat with, bitches you sleep with, out telling your secrets. Shorty 16 already got 2 seeds, 2 baby daddies, 1 locked up, 1 6 feet, 2 for 3 juices, fried rice and chicken wings. This shit'll never stop if you really think. Living in foul environments with young thugs push drugs, whips and cabbages, court cases for young felons, 14 years old facing the sentence for living in foul environments. The government wants the ghetto to remain silent. They wonder why so much violence. We living in foul environments. From the streets to the pens is foul. Living in foul environments.
I'm here with Khemis the genius,